Detroit's unemployment rate, 12.7%. That compares with the national rate of 8.9. Only half of Michigan counties had increases in population. The rest had declines.
There's new census data that finds the number of people living in the Motor City has plunged to a level not seen in more than a century.
This may be new to their neighborhood, but it's a problem that's been going on in Detroit for years. Abandoned, burned out houses, vacant factories, and overgrown parking lots. Now, needle after needle left behind by people, they say, who come to Detroit to buy their drugs, park here, and leave the dangerous and dirty remnants behind.
Looking at what the tragedy of Detroit, a tragedy that was decades in the making, can tell us about America. The city of Detroit has lost nearly 2/3 of its population since its post-war peak. Back in 1950, nearly 2 million people called the Motor City home. Today, that number is barely above 700,000. The tax base in Detroit has utterly evaporated, and now it has become the largest U.S. city in history ever to file for bankruptcy.
Over 1 million people have left the Motor City.
The cars, various industries, and some of the most soul-thumping music of our time. Tonight, Detroit is a statistic.
This was inevitable.
Detroit is struggling with an estimated $18 billion of debt and other liabilities.
People fleeing out of Detroit in every direction. All that red is people leaving.
Well, Detroit is a spectacular failure.
The fourth largest city in the U.S. filed for bankruptcy Thursday afternoon.
They went to other places hoping to save themselves from the catastrophe of that city.
After struggling with an $18 billion debt.
You know, millions of people's lives destroyed.
Its finances ravaged and its neighborhoods hollowed out by a long, slow decline in population and auto manufacturing.
Think about how far we've come together. We refuse to throw in the towel and do nothing. We refuse to let Detroit go bankrupt.